I looked up a bunch of agree to disagree questions. We are going to hold up agree or disagree, and then we are going to discuss briefly. I figured.
Didn't think I was going to cry this time.
You would leave me if I cheated. At any point since we got married, I have considered divorce. What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the Dicksons. We're back with I guess similar to episode 3-4, with a game type idea that we've seen other podcasters do. And also, so basically how this works is I looked online and I looked up a bunch of agree to disagree questions. And with those questions, we are going to hold up agree or disagree, and then we are going to discuss briefly, and it goes in levels.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's going to start off reasonably tame / not controversial / easy questions-ish to then much more difficult.
Yeah, I'm nervous because I don't know the questions. You do.
No, I looked these up about an hour ago. I looked at like 3 videos of people doing this similar thing. And then I looked at Google to see like what common questions are asked to married couples in therapy, just like different questions they would ask. So like
in therapy? This isn't fair.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, that's where the important questions are asked,
Yeah.
like about relationships. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna have to do. I ask the question, and then you grab the card you want.
Mm-hmm.
No looking down because you might be able to tell.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just going to hold it up over here. It might not swap the camera for everything, so we'll just say what it was out loud, then we'll discuss it. But if we don't talk while we're going to do it, if I say, all right, show your thing in 3, and then we just count in our heads 2, 1, and then hold it up, it might swap to that camera, and this might be like really good production, or it won't, and we'll just have to just roll with it. So we're going to start right away with question number 1.
Okay.
We have good conflict resolution in our relationship. So in 3, you don't think we have good conflict resolution?
I feel like I'm not good at our conflicts.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't wait the 20 minutes to cool down. Like if I
think you're already being too hard on yourself, because you'd have to compare, like, every single conflict we have is resolved. Nobody's calling each other names. Nobody's
fair enough
getting heated to the where we don't want to be around each other. It's just, I think you're setting a standard like, oh, I just shouldn't get mad and frustrated.
No, I think I'm bad at arguments because I get too hot-headed and passionate about things, and I want to talk about it now. Because if I think about something, or if I think we're not good, I need to resolve it now.
Mm-hmm.
Where your way makes more sense, and it's been told to me in therapy, you need to wait 20 minutes to cool down before you
grab some food.
Yeah, drink some water.
Come back.
You know,
but I mean.
Nap.
Well, I'm glad we disagreed already on the first one, because I was like, oh, if we disagree on every one, this is probably just gonna be really boring for people, being like, wow, we get it, you guys agree on everything.
Nope.
But also make sure when I'm like 3 and then you laughed, guarantee you it cutted to your. All right. I don't know if it did. It might, but we need, like, when I say 3, we gotta just.
Okay, I didn't even realize I did it. So I said
Yep.
disagree. He said agree.
Yep.
Obviously, if you didn't get that.
Level 1 still. We waited too long before moving in together. 3. Both disagree. So we both don't think we waited too long.
Yeah, I think it was a good amount of time.
So we waited till 3 years and engaged. So it was something like, should we have moved in together first before getting engaged? I feel like if when Caroline and Liam grow up, I would suggest they live together, before they consider marriage. Like, I feel like you have to know
Yeah.
if you can live with somebody first. But I guess maybe for us,
We basically lived together because we
yeah,
we
but
were
like
together a lot.
there's a difference between living together, or well, there's a difference between being together every day at a either or house
Yeah.
and like living together, sharing finances, both paying bills 24/7. So I don't know. I guess for us, we obviously both agreed that we didn't move in too early.
I mean, maybe it could have been, if it was worded differently, if we should have waited to get engaged until after we moved in together, then maybe.
I think all of ours worked out fine. I like our timeline of things.
Yeah.
Like start dating, 3 years engaged, 3 years move in, 5 years a house, 5 years a marriage, and a dog,
Yeah.
7 years kid, 9 or 10 years kid.
There's just too many years at this point.
But I mean, we like everyone always kept asking us like when we were doing things, and it's like
Yeah.
we didn't plan to do it in an order, but it was like 3 years engaged, 5 years married, 7 years one of the kids, 9 years together another one of the kids ish.
I mean, people still ask us when we're going to have a third kid.
Yeah,
And
no.
I said, I literally can't, and I never want to again.
Another question.
Okay.
Having children made us lose part of ourselves. I'll
As
wait.
a couple or...
No, it's as an individual because you wouldn't answer for both, either that or it wouldn't make sense to hold up a card.
Okay.
So when I'm doing these, because I think some of these will require thought, I'll wait like 5 seconds after I say it, and then we'll count down since I'll let you
Okay.
think. So
Yeah, thank you.
having children made us lose part of ourselves. 3. So I figured yours was going to be agree, but go ahead.
Yeah. Because I think as a mom, I don't want to say it's harder.
It
but
is. Well, I mean, if you're the primary parent, like
yeah,
right,
the
like
default parent,
yeah,
it's definitely harder for the default parent. And it's different kind of hard because you have the weight of the finances and all of that good stuff. But
I get
as
most
a
of the fun
parent-
stuff, and you just
Yeah.
get like the fun stuff too, but then just all the also just like tedious, annoying things.
yeah,
Like, don't get me wrong, I will interject during the annoying things as often as possible, but obviously considering like how busy I am with all this stuff and whatnot, it's just you're going to experience more of the annoying interactions in the day.
yeah. And they want all the comfort. They want, like tonight, I want to snuggle mommy. I want to snuggle mommy. And they both just want to be on me. They want to be with me all the time. Caroline would say, mommy sit. And it's very cute, but it's hard.
Well, there was a quote I literally saw today that was, "Don't worry, parenting is only hard for good parents."
Oh,
And our kids want us around a lot. That's a good sign.
yeah.
Our kids are comfortable enough to act the way they do and need to get redirected. They're not scared of acting out. They
Mhm.
just, they're not going to like it when they get redirected or
That's so true. But yeah, you definitely lose yourself as a mother, especially the first few years because it's so demanding and it's so tiring and you kind of just forget who you are. People ask what you like to do for fun and I'm just like, well, now it's gotten easier. Caroline's 4.
yeah.
So, and it's still not anything crazy. It's like I like reading and I like making sourdough bread.
You go out with your
and
friends
going out with friends.
Yeah, you go out with your friends and whatnot. Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
like we've gone from now like a 7-ish years now of children and then reset at 4 years. So it's like I feel like I would say the same if I didn't somehow turn what I loved to do already into the same 8 hours. So it's like I have 16 hours after our 8 hours of sleep to do what I need to do. In the past, it was 10 hours ish of work if you include commute and everything, which gave me about 6 hours at home to do any hobbies, interact with friends, interact with you, interact with the kids. Now I've turned the hobby into the same 8 hours as work. So it gives me 8 full hours. So I feel like if I wasn't doing what I liked for a living, it probably would because I would just have no time to do anything other than.
Mm-hmm. Like that's why I'm so tired all the time because even after we stay up to watch our shows or hang out or whatever, I still will lay in bed just completely by myself because there's never any time that I'm really just completely by myself to read or just scroll videos that I find entertaining because I need that still. Even if it's about 20 minutes or I'm just exhausted in the morning and I say, I'm never doing that again, I would 100% do that again.
Yep. Every time. Every time. Yep. It's like drinking. Way back in the day, you're like, I'm never drinking again in my entire life. And then like 3 weekends later, you're like, all right.
Yep.
I'll be better this time. All right. Next question.
Oh, great.
It is time for another puppy. 3. You put both? You can't put both. No more putting
Why
both.
not?
You can't put both. Choose.
Fine.
Choose. You
You
can say agree if you think it's time for one.
I really want one.
I know.
And there's so many good people in the area that have like dog sitting services or boarding things. They're very highly recommended, and it's a small ass town.
I don't not trust people with my dog the same way it is with the kids. But I think every interaction, especially with a puppy, is similar to children, where I'm manifesting and changing and altering the way that dog interacts in the future for life. Mm-hmm. And I've always done the same thing. I've always gotten a lab, and I've always gotten it when it's like 8 to 10 weeks old, and I've always raised it the same way, and the dogs have always been great. Granted,
Mm-hmm.
labs are always great anyway, but like, not saying that doing that other stuff wouldn't create the same goofy, loving mentality, but just like, I have a way I like to raise dogs, and I just don't feel like we have the time. Well, actually, let me rephrase. Well, no, it's still we. I don't feel like pushing that much responsibility on you is fair, because all I think about is like the puppy stage and having to like bring it downstairs, because we're not going to kennel train it, because that's just not what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we'd have to bring it all the way downstairs, because we also let dogs sleep with us.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to bring it downstairs. That might wake up the kids. Now the kids are awake, and that sleep you're already talking about is ruined. And then there's all this stuff out here that all of a sudden starts getting chewed on and peed on the floor. And then the kids,
Maybe once the kids
are old enough to help.
And sleeping in their own beds, which
Whenever.
who knows when that'll be.
That's a whole separate topic.
And when Caroline is at least in a full day school, because she's in half days.
So you said agree-ish.
Because I really want one,
I know.
but I know logically it doesn't make sense. But if
I want to have the time to give to the dog, and I don't feel like we can do that right now.
Yeah. If you said, "Hey, let's go pick out a puppy tomorrow," I say yes, 100%.
I know. If I
let's
say,
go.
I know. If I were to commit, you would say yes, but maybe another year or two.
Yeah.
All right. We need more vacations. 3. I like your answer better. I genuinely do.
You better. It's the right one.
It is the right one. But every moment in my head doing this, it's like the more time I take off, the higher likelihood of, like you've seen sometimes, like we take vacations and you come back and it messes with the algorithms, it messes with people recommending your channel. It's like all these different things that happen as a content creator. We see it all the time. You take a 5, 6, 7 day break, and the algorithm just forgets about you for a little bit, and then you have to like build back up that retention and that traffic and whatnot. So like every moment that I'm like we should take a vacation and do whatever, it's like I know the moment that I make too many decisions on how often I'm working or how often I'm putting out content or how the content is doing, it's always like one step closer to failing this. Because we even seen just over this past year with like some changes with like the streaming stuff and like the scene that I'm creating content in. If you were to take like the top 15 people that existed 2 years ago and went to now, there's like 3 of us, and I'm one of them.
I know. And it stinks because that's very unique to what your job is and how it works, and I completely get that.
Oh yeah, it's like it would be the one benefit of like a different job, a job working for somebody else. I would have more time off, but my day-to-day would be less time with y'all.
Yes. And I keep seeing this thing that says don't not waste time, but don't be so focused on giving them a good life that you forget to give them a good day or experience. And I think about that a lot too. You give us a great life, but I do want you to be able to enjoy like going to do things with us and vacations and stuff.
On the day-to-day stuff, I don't really You keep.
Yeah. And I don't want you to think that I mean it as you're not giving us good days, because you are. You get to
How
be
dare you
home
say
with
that?
us.
I don't miss
he's
out on any of like the
crying.
I don't miss out on any of the stuff that we go do. So you're just referencing like
I
big
think
stuff.
experiences, yeah.
Because I don't miss out on, we go to water safari and we took them out on like train rides and we took them on like lights on the lake. So like we're always doing something. But
I wonder
if this
will
podcast takes off,
Yeah.
that would alleviate, because like the streamer thing is, it's like I'm only relevant while I'm there, and I'm only there while I'm live, and I'm only
Yeah.
live when I'm present. And if I'm not present, then we run into problems. If this podcast is even mildly successful and I were to take X amount of days off and stream needs take time to pick back up, this is just all we need, 1 day a week to plan, record, edit,
that would be
get it out.
so cool.
This whole process here, if you guys are supporting this podcast, you are supporting my ability to alleviate, not stress, but alleviate the need to always be putting out content.
Yeah.
So
because it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah,
A
it does.
lot of time.
It's like, in as unfortunate or fortunate as I am, a lot of people would look at this and be like, "Oh, I'd love to do that."
Yeah,
But
and you do.
there's God, yeah. But there's no doubt that it is working all the time.
Yeah.
It's just fitting it around also enjoying life and making sure you guys enjoy life. So so even though I said disagree, that I don't think I need more vacations, it's mostly just out of necessity right now. But hopefully as we get there, like I said, I don't want to end up like one of the 20, 30 people who used to do what I do for a living in the same scene, and all of a sudden they're out at banks or working other jobs now. And nope. Last one for level 1 before they start getting level 2.
Okay.
Our roles and responsibilities are fair. 3. So you said agree. I said disagree.
Yeah.
I think your roles and responsibilities are far less fun than mine.
Well, no.
So it's like I don't feel like it can be fair. I feel like our work and what we do is divvied up pretty fair. Like I handle, like we talked about in that other episode, like I handle this whole bowl of things, you handle that whole bowl of things, and it's split up pretty evenly to where we both can get and manage to get stuff done while still spending time with each other, spending time with the kids. But I feel like because my stuff is fun, because I have managed to turn my hobby into a living, that it becomes less fair.
Fair enough. There are a lot of times too where my friends be like, I hope he realizes how lucky he is that you do all this stuff. And I'm like, he does. He's reminded every day. Stream reminds him every day too. I always think of this thing that says, the wife is cleaning and cooking or whatever and doing all this stuff that they want to do, and then taking care of the kids and everything. But also my card never declines when I want to buy a random porch goose or something.
So it's like it used to be me. I used to wake him up and get them to school, but like we both bring them to school, which people have thought is interesting or they like it.
It is interesting. You don't
like we both wake
really
up to bring the kids to school, and then
mostly because Caroline likes it.
Yeah, but I mean it wouldn't matter if you wanted to stay home. It would just be is what it is, and she'd get used to it. But then I stream, get all my stuff done. Then when I'm done, I play with the kids while you cook, and then we all eat together, and then play with the kids more or do whatever, and then we both get the kids to bed. Then we both come down and hang out.
You also wouldn't care if I didn't clean the house. It's for me that I
wouldn't care if you clean the house. I don't care if you're like, I don't feel like cooking tonight. If I'm gonna get cereal, like I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me if I need to.
I care. I need the home to feel at peace, for my body to feel at peace, which puts a little more pressure on myself too, because I don't want to clean all the time, but it does make me feel more calm.
Yeah.
To have it tidied up at least.
Level 2. I think that one took about 20 minutes. We probably needed to go faster on these level 1 ones because they're probably really easy questions. These ones are going to get progressively harder, and you can already tell based on this first question. and I don't think people will like this question or possibly
great.
my/our answer to it, but
Okay.
I'll explain the thought process behind it when we answer it. My spouse should come before my children. 3. I think people are going to hate that.
Yeah.
I think people are going to hate that. So what I mean is we don't neglect the kids
In a healthy relationship, though.
Yes. We don't neglect our kids. You know, she's not like bringing me the dinner and then going and taking care of the kids. Or if there was like a lack of food, you're not making sure
Yeah, they're always taken care of first.
So if I walk out and everybody's screaming, I'm checking to make sure you're fine first.
Mm-hmm.
And if this isn't about like if somebody's safety was involved, this is just about like on a day-to-day basis, your needs are put above the kids, so that way we can make sure the needs of the kids are taken care of. Because if you're struggling or I'm struggling or even both, like worst case scenario, we're not going to be able to put the kids first anyway. Yeah. So it's like I need to make sure you're good, so that way we're good, so that way we can put the kids first as a group.
They need a good model or representation of a healthy relationship, a healthy adult with a regulated nervous system.
Stability between me and you is more important than in the moment making sure their need is taken care of. And when I say need, a lot of times it's just like I need, and it's I need to play with this putty or slime or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think people will hate that. And I think people that maybe don't come from a healthy relationship don't like the idea of like, you don't put your spouse first. But I can guarantee you our kids benefit more from us consistently being good and level-headed and all these things that we wouldn't be able to do if we didn't, as individuals, make sure we were taken care of.
Yeah. And I know that people that know us in real life, they always say, like, Chris and Maria really love their kids. They both go to...
we love our kids. Yeah. We put our kids first. Yeah. But I put you first.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that.
No, I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just, like, referencing it from, like, the original question, which is, like, we put our kids first, but I will put you first. Yeah. And you would put me first. If you're, like... If like I said, if everyone's struggling right now, but you're, like, out there crying, like, I'm making sure you're okay. Mm-hmm. So then we can make sure they're okay. Like, hey, what's going on, right? Yeah.
And I'm saying that as people that do put our relationship first or each other first, there are still everybody saying that, like, we're such great parents, that we really love our kids are so loved and lucky, but we still put our relationship first.
Yes. If our relationship were to be struggling, we would not, like, if there was a time where, like, we're fighting all day, there's no way we're going to have a good interaction with the kids that day or be providing them good examples of conflict or whatever.
And having kids be in a situation where the parents are constantly yelling at each other, they're not regulated. They're fight or flight 24/7, you know?
Yeah, that brings me right into this next question.
Okay.
You should avoid fighting in front of your kids. 3. Thank you.
To a certain extent.
Well, I guess it depends on what fighting is.
Yes, like you can have arguments, I think, but not full on like yelling at each other. They need to be able to see conflict resolved in a healthy manner.
Like, I think you can even like have a heated conversation, not yelling, obviously. Like I said, I think it requires context, but I think your kids seeing mom and dad not okay, and not agreeing, and maybe even mad at each other, like frustrated with each other, annoyed at each other, and then also see it be resolved and that everything's still okay. Yeah, we just aren't happy with each other right now. It's fine, and they see what it leads to. I feel like removing your children's ability to see what conflict looks like and then see what resolution looks like sets them up for failure, because then they never understand or see what it actually looks like when they get frustrated with somebody else, to where they don't get anxious, like, oh, they're not going to love me now, or like or they're going to be mad at me and they're not going to want to be friends with me anymore. Like, I feel like this, like them seeing like, oh, the people that I trust more than anybody, they fight. They don't like each other. Maybe that's dramatic, but don't like each other in the moment or frustrated with each other in the moment. And then it gets resolved and everything's fine.
Yeah. And then when they have arguments in the future with people, or they just have like silly arguments with a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, and they maybe have a different representation if we never fought in front of them, they could think, well, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with us? Why are we fighting? But mom and dad never fought.
True.
I think we've only raised our voice at each other maybe 1 or 2 times in their entire life at each other, and they did not like it one bit.
Yeah.
So,
And even then, like when you're referencing like yelling, like
yeah, it wasn't bad, but
it's like, no, you're not listening type yelling.
Yeah.
You're not understanding. It's not
Yeah.
like go F yourself
oh
type
yeah.
stuff. But I mean, you know, like I'm sure plenty of people have seen a variety of negative interactions. And don't get me wrong, we're not perfect. Like we have
No.
fought in front of the kids, and then we've like even like thought about it. It's like, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. I know.
And
instantly.
the kids are always a good even doing it in front of the kids is always a good accountability measure, because then like you see the kids start to be like, what's
Mhm.
going on? And you're like, yeah, let's scale it back a little bit.
Yeah.
But next question. I believe in soulmates. 3. Don't look
I
before you're
don't
throwing it up.
know. I didn't.
I saw you peeking.
I did not peek, I swear. I don't know. I don't know.
We're not
I
really
think...
spiritual people in that aspect.
No.
I don't think soulmates are real, because I think so much work goes into creating this.
Yeah. I'll
I'm
say it
not-
as a joke.
Go ahead.
Like I'll say it as a soulmate, or like friends.
Soulmates.
Soulmate, but
Well, okay. Well, maybe then I changed my answer. Maybe you can. I'm changing my answer to agree.
okay.
I think you can create one, but they aren't. I think you can make a soulmate. I don't
Isn't
think they
it-
just exist by proxy.
Isn't the definition of it, or maybe not definition, but isn't it? It's destined to be.
I guess.
It's not made.
Never mind. I'm
You know?
swapping to disagree. No, I don't think there's destiny. I don't think there's something that led us there. I think you have compatibility,
Yeah.
personality traits that are compatible together.
But there's a sequence of events that would have had to happen and not happen for us to meet each other. So I have no idea.
Yeah, but that's circumstantial, and that happens in everything, right?
Yeah.
Like I would have to say, the fact that I'm even alive at all is a 1 in trillion chance, and then the fact that like the events led me into my life to where like I'm turning down this one girl one day, right? And that led me to go downtown where we live, and that led to me meeting what girl I ended up dating in high school for 5 years, which ended up leading to me moving to Florida with her, which ended up leading to me working at Walmart, which ended up leading to those roommates screwing me over, which ended up leading to me moving back here, transferring Walmarts, and then meeting you at work.
And you would have had to make sure that you met Steve, because I think he's ultimately the one that's convinced you to go for me too. So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's just circumstantial. So I'm still saying disagree, because I don't think there's destiny, because I think we had to
I
make
like
a
the
lot of
idea
correct
of it.
decisions. Yeah, like I don't think like as an example for anybody who's single out there, I don't think it's like, damn, I need to find that person and
Yeah.
create that sequence of
In the books,
events.
it's fun to read.
Yeah. So like I don't think like if you're single that you're like, I need to find that one.
Yeah.
I think you just need to find somebody you're compatible with, and then you can make a soul mate out of them.
Yeah.
Because people change too. Nobody is really the same person they were 15 years ago, except for maybe me. I just say that as a joke, because everybody I ever see from high school or anything is like, they're like, yo, you're the exact same.
Yeah.
Mannerisms, talk, you haven't changed at all. I'm like, I know. Last question, level 2.
Okay.
We love each other more than we did 10 years ago. 3. Yeah.
Obviously.
That one's not really a controversial one. Anyone who's watched these videos, it's like, yeah, like it's far deeper now than 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's a deeper love. There's a puppy love stage in the beginning, and then there's a deeper
Even 10 years ago
love.
was like getting married and stuff. So like that was like a lot of like, I guess still kind of early now, which is wild. That's 10 years ago, but yeah, no. Even more than 5 years ago. I don't know.
What do you mean? More than 5 years ago, what?
Love more than 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's like more
Yeah.
every year-ish.
Yeah.
Just because more experiences and more
Mm-hmm.
bonding or...
Yeah, and we're getting more interactions of just us. Well, maybe not more, but we're not as torn between taking care of an infant and taking care of us. So.
Level 3. So you saw the difference in how personal the questions were prior. Now, sorry, I'm going to move this camera a little bit. Or not camera. Mike, now we go to level 3. There's level 4 too. So
What? Okay.
Next one. So the question is whether you think I would or I think you would. You would leave me if I cheated.
So
it's whether you think I would or not. Like, I would leave you if I cheated.
So I'm answering if I agree or disagree.
That I would leave you.
That you would leave me
if you cheated.
if I cheat. Okay.
3. I don't think you would.
I would want to.
I know you would, and I've told you before, if I ever did, I would probably leave you because I don't think I would deserve you, and I don't think you should give me a second chance. And that's probably why you said agree, because I'm just so black and white, like line in the sand about it.
Yeah, because I know you would.
Yeah. I don't think you would.
I don't know. I would like to think that I would be able to. Because, you see these unfortunate circumstances where people get left for someone else or whatever, and they want to give them another chance.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's
never
amazing of you. I don't think I could ever do that, but I'm not in that situation.
Like, if it came down to it, like, maybe it hurts the relationship so much that, like, long term you
I just don't see how you get back from that.
I don't either. That's why I'm just so against it, which is why I'm glad you said agree. I just don't think you would. Like, right away, like, knee-jerk reaction, like, it's like, you should leave me. I just don't feel like you could.
Yeah, too obsessed with you, I guess.
Yeah. Thank God I'm not a piece of shit. Thank God. Because I just don't feel like you would.
No, I would want to really bad, I think.
I don't know, though, because, like, that would really change who I am to you. Like, that would be a different set of morals and different set of integrity, like.
Mm-hmm. But.
Next question. At any point since we got married, I have considered divorce. 3.
How are you doing? Oh, you're just. Oh, okay.
You don't know how to pick up the specific card. I hold them together, and if I want
then
this one, I do
that
this.
makes so
If I
much
want
more
another
sense.
one, I just do
I'm
this.
trying to be sneaky, like flipping my cards.
You don't need to. All you need to do is just push one to the side that you want to take.
Oh,
and
the
leave.
mom brain.
Yeah.
It's killing me.
No, we've never thought about divorce. No, we've ever even had a fight where it's considered. No, I've never had a thought in my brain where, no.
Okay. Agreed.
That's it? You're just like, yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one. I have considered cheating since we got married. 3. You laughed, so it didn't show, but we both put disagree.
Yeah.
So, no,
Like,
not interested.
why was that even a question?
Because that's something that's asked.
No, people are gross.
Yeah, some people have thought about cheating. Like, I assure you, it's probably very common. I don't think people would ever actually admit it. People probably wouldn't think we would admit it, but
Yeah.
no.
I hope they saw my face when you asked.
They might have, because it stayed on one of the cameras.
Ooh.
Next question. Meaning you're saying this about yourself.
Okay.
I am a good parent. 3. Okay, thank God. I thought you were going to put disagree.
wanted to put that. I wanted to do 2 again.
Nope.
Okay.
No, our kids are well taken care of. Like,
I always think of the statement that says, if you think that, well, not if you think you're a good parent, if you question yourself or you have second thoughts about what you're doing or how well you're doing, that means you're a good parent.
I tell people all the time, as long as you care, that's like probably like
Yeah.
90% of it.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like, am I making the right decision right now? Is this going to be beneficial? Like, as long as you're not, like, as long as you care about whether that interaction helped your kid or not, and then if you can rationalize and be like, nah, I don't think it did, maybe make a different decision next time, or not, like,
That's
probably
kind of how
fine.
low the bar is too for parenting along with relationships. You just have to care.
Just care, talk to them,
That's so
communicate. Like last episode, just communicate.
sad. Yeah.
Like, hey, that interaction I had with you, bud. Yeah, my bad. Right.
Yeah, like
I don't
saying
think
sorry to
yeah,
your
I don't think
kid
the
should be
interaction I had right there
normalized.
was good. I was upset.
Being able, I really believe that being able to apologize to your kid, which it might hurt your ego, but that's fine. It's gonna be good for them.
Yep. Next, final question of level 3, which we went through level 3 fast. I guess I was saying the other ones were going to take a while, but I guess those ones were just like both agreeing that, all right, not much to talk about there. Not divorcing, not cheating.
I think because our morals are very
We've also just never had
together.
any controversy where it's like,
Yeah.
uh-oh,
Yeah.
Chris in the past was going to Vegas or something. Last question, level 3. I would be okay if we somehow had a third child. 3.
I mean, I don't want a third child, but you have to be okay. So
Yeah,
I would be okay.
I guess.
I
Just
don't want to, but
the idea, I guess I'd quote unquote be okay too, but the idea of starting the newborn phase from scratch again sounds so awful.
Yeah.
So terrible. And to know like this resets the time of another 18 years of just, and then also an increase in cost, and also, yeah, I just don't think I'd be okay with it.
yeah.
Like, I guess okay from a standpoint, like if it was coming, I gotta be okay. But from a standpoint of where you came to me and was like, Chris, I need a third kid, my answers disagree.
So I'll tell you about, I actually didn't tell you about this random conversation I had in my head with myself
Ooh,
in the car.
great.
So it was when I had a little TMI, but it was a really bad UTI, and it was just bad. And I was convinced that it was just not just a UTI. I said, my tubes are gone. What if I'm somehow pregnant? I'm the one in a million.
Somehow it traveled through with no tube. Somehow it found its way to.
And it ended up, it was floating around. It somehow didn't end up attached to anything else but my uterus. It's basically, I am the Virgin Mary kind of thing. What would I do? And I was thinking, I cannot have another baby. I cannot do this again. But would I be able to give it up? And I don't think I would. So I would just suffer.
So if anybody that watches this ever questions why you're always anxious, like when I explained like what men are thinking about when you're, and I'm just like thinking about like, oh, like, for Doomsday, they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. Like, is it going to be Iron Man, or is it going to be like, I'm thinking about all this stuff. And then I'm like, for content, like we can do these cool questions. You're wondering if without fallopian tubes at all, with a literal 0% chance, if somehow you got pregnant.
Yep.
Yeah.
I almost bought a test.
Oh. Level 4. Level 4. Flirting is cheating. 3. Yeah. We're going to have to narrow down and clarify what flirting is.
Yeah.
There's been times in the past where I think you've thought I flirt with people when realistically I just joke with everybody or poke fun at everybody.
Mm-hmm. Over time, I've learned.
And then girls
that
just
as well.
had liked me like a lot, and you just obviously just didn't like it. So not to no arrogance intended here, but like there was always a lot of girls that liked me, and there was always a lot of guys that liked you throughout the past 10, 15 years of our life.
Fair enough.
Well, no, I mean, it's true. Like you always got asked out all the time. You always had girls saying stuff about me that you would be like, I don't like that. It's like, I get it. So I mean, like, joking around with somebody, not flirting.
Yeah.
I feel like where flirting is like not like a teasing thing, because I feel like that's like high school idea of flirting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like flirting is intentionally leading somebody to believe that there's opportunity for something more than what should be allowed.
Yeah. Agreed.
So like, I'm having a secret conversation with you,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm having secret touches with you, or something that I would otherwise not want you to see.
Yeah. I mean, any touching besides like a friendly hug.
Yeah.
I think like I'm a hugger. I hug people. If I saw somebody that I went to school with, I'd probably give them a hug, and I would feel fine if you saw someone you went to school with and gave them a hug too. But if you think you would feel uncomfortable with me or you seeing that a certain touch or something, then that's drawing a line.
Yep. So anything that you wouldn't feel comfortable doing in front of your partner would be flirting to me.
Yeah. Or
Any
if you would feel
even if it was a
embarrassed or awkward
conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. There is somebody out there more compatible for you than me. 3. No. Nope.
That is just quite a question.
I thought you might say agree.
Really?
You always talk about from a, like, this isn't like a I should be with somebody else question. This is a, you're always like, I don't understand why you're with me. I don't understand blah, blah, blah. And then I have to talk you down.
Oh, I was taking it as the opposite way. Like me thinking there's someone more compatible for me than you.
No, the question was, or the statement was, there is somebody out there more compatible for you than me. So you would be answering it.
So I did it wrong in my head.
So you do think there's somebody out there that's more compatible for me than you?
No.
You just said you understood it, and then you just said the same
No,
thing.
I think my answer is the same.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from, where I am insecure and all these other things. I don't know why you love me, and
yeah.
But I mean, it might be a stubborn thing. I'm like, no, there's nobody better.
It's not better.
Compatible.
Right.
No.
It's not. I don't feel like you answered.
I refuse to believe it.
I was gonna say, I don't feel like you've answered this in the way it was asked, but it's good. I don't think there's.
Yeah, I get it now. I
more
answered the wrong way the
compatible-
first time, but no,
So what is the answer then?
disagree.
Just out of stubbornness?
Yes.
Okay.
And my belief.
Okay, so you don't think there's anybody out there more compatible for me than you?
No,
Okay.
because
That's fine. That's fine for the answer to be that. I'm confused. I feel like you keep jumping back and forth. I feel like
for both of us, it takes a certain kind of person to be with us.
Mhm.
You are very stubborn, and you can be a dick sometimes. Not really to me, but
you can be a dick to other people, which I enjoy, but not to me.
But I think it takes a certain kind of person to be with a personality like that. Like if I am stubborn, but if I was a really strong personality and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if we were too much alike, we wouldn't be together. And it's hard to be with me too. I'm very emotional. I'm very anxious. I have all these things.
I feel like to answer this question, you're just trying to make sure that we both understand that it would be hard for somebody to deal with us, but I don't feel like that's the right way to go about this question. I don't think it would be hard to find some guy to...
Well, you said compatible, though.
Right, but I feel like in the way you're answering it stems from like the same like self-esteem struggles that you have. In order to justify your answer, you're trying to like give examples that we don't think other people would want to deal with. But I think those are objectively untrue. I think
you suck. I can only deal with you.
Yeah. No, like but I think you were about to do it for yourself as well. I think anybody would be lucky to be with either of us.
Yeah.
And not from an arrogant standpoint. I'm talking like there's compatibility and there's things you need. You obviously wouldn't be able to be with a cheater. I wouldn't be able to be with somebody that's bitchy or just like maybe just too type A personality. Like I just like there would be too much conflict.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't need somebody as stubborn as me. Luckily, I'm only stubborn about things that I deem appropriate. And then even then, like, that's why we have conflict resolution, is because I'm not going to be stubborn about something I don't know. And if it's something that I truly believe in, I'm not going to let you walk all over me as if, like, if there was another type A personality and I was just somebody to give up, that wouldn't be good either, because as much as some person thinks they would like it, it really never ends up working out when you walk all over your spouse.
No.
Which luckily for you, even though I am very stubborn, type A personality, I don't use that personality trait to walk all over you. But like the way I'm answering it is anybody would be lucky to be with either of us. Like anybody would want this relationship, I would think.
Yeah.
Anybody. I wish everybody that watches this ends up having this relationship.
I hope so.
But that doesn't mean there's somebody more compatible.
Right.
But do you just see the difference in the way that we answer questions?
Yeah.
You felt like
we're very different.
Right, but it's like
but
it just all stems back to like you felt like you needed to tear yourself down to be like, there's got, a guy would have to deal with me too. It's like, buddy, what are you talking about? What do you mean a guy would have to deal with you? Like it's that bad? We're gonna have to go back to another episode of
today in therapy.
Talking through your self-esteem.
You're welcome.
You're just always shit talking yourself, and I'm just constantly sitting here yelling at that version of you until it goes away. Just push her in the other room. Bring back. We need an alter ego for the Maria who shit talks the other Maria.
What should her name be?
I don't know.
Martina.
3 more questions in section 4. Our sex life is better than it was 10 years ago or any point in our relationship. So year 15 has been better than year 6, 10, 8, 2, 1. So 3. Yep.
Yeah. No question. Even in the beginning, like it's just like you evolve as a couple, as a person. You have, for me, it's very emotional. I need to be emotionally connected to have a good relationship in that aspect.
Intimacy.
Yes.
So yeah, we just always work at it. There's never a time where we're not working at making sure our intimacy life is strong as well.
Even if we're tired or just really annoyed with the kids, it's always kind of made a priority.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's lulls for sure, like anybody has, but even then, it's
we'll go
not
through a
very
couple
long.
month lull sometimes, and that doesn't mean like it's not happening, but it's just like there's not pursuing an effort or energy to make it special or whatever. So then we'll just
there will be something else taking up our.
We'll get
our
sick,
life.
or the kids will be busy, so it'll just be at an as needed basis, and then and then there'll be like it's been
like
a couple months before we've really put in effort into like keeping it special or making it interesting or whatever, and then we'll just have a conversation or two and then keep it good.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not doing that, you should. Like that part of your life and intimacy, healthy intimacy or a healthy intimate life is arguably one of the most important things in a relationship.
Yeah, it's the one person you sign up to
there's something
do anything with.
There's something on some statistic. It's like 1/3 of people just haven't been intimate with anybody in the past year.
Yikes.
For married couples. Jeez. Like neither. Like no wonder people getting divorced.
That's insane.
It's sad.
That is sad too.
Get to it. One of us carries the bulk of the mental load of the family on any given time frame, daily, weekly, monthly. 3. Yeah.
You do.
That was a therapy question. It's like, who carries the most of the mental load of the stresses? I take them. Because for
it's
whatever
like,
reason, the way my brain works, it just deals with stress very, very well. I
yeah.
can keep putting this stuff on myself, right? And it's probably from reasonably having to take care of myself at a pretty young age, or take care of other people at a pretty young age, and that probably just, unfortunately, prepared me for life now to be able to handle. At the time I was doing work, and I was also trying to make like content work, and then we also had like the health issues and kids, and we were losing people, and we had a kid on the way, and there was restructures at work, and it never really, it did bother me. Like, I'm not a robot, but like, it's kind of just like is what it is. I'll figure it out is pretty much, I think, anyone talks to me like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know, I'll figure it out.
It's like, it's put onto my plate, and then I eat, and then I get full, and you take the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's
you're like,
a pretty good one.
You're like, I got this. And then you're like, I don't got this. And I'm like, I got it.
Like, the kids, they want me for, again, the comfort, for if they're sick, if they're happy, if they're sad, if, they just always want me. I organize like birthday parties, the shopping, the cleaning, the cooking, the whatever. It's all on my plate. But I can't eat all that.
Yep.
And so you take it over.
So that's why it's like when we always talked about roles, like, you just named everything you did. So it's like you have all that, and then you're just like, I can't do these 3 things today. And I'm like, okay. And then I just do them. And then the next day, like, you got those 3 things, but it's like, I need to be away from the kids. And it's like, okay. And then the next night, it's like, I can't do any of this tonight. I need to be out with friends. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's like those, I'm not going to remove those responsibilities or roles from you, because if you got it, you got it, because I'll be working on something else, or I'll be with the kids, or like, I'll just do it's like a puzzle every day. It's like, I'm just going to do this half and you do that half. Yeah. And then you're just like, I can't do this. I'm like, I got it. It's fine.
You never know what you're
But like, so like the next
day.
night, I don't just automatically assume, right? Because you would think, like, good husband, it's like, okay, we'll do that the next night then. It's like, well, no, right? Because I have my own stuff I'm going to do, and my own stuff I'm going to take care of, and additional stuff that I can do to help give a better life to us, or whatever that is. Whether it's working on the bathroom, or whether, like, I'll find something to provide value to our day. So it's like, this is the one thing I think about relationships, where it's just like we've even had conversations before. It's like, well, why don't you just always do that? And it's like, that's your stuff. If you're asking for it to be permanently part of my stuff, okay, we can have a conversation about it. I'll work it in to this time, but that'll be like, if like you need 30 more minutes of me doing something a day, because our days are like very rigorously scheduled. So when I say 30 minutes, it's literally like, okay, I can do that, but then we'll have less time for this. Like, you're cool with that? And then you're like, actually, no. So like, let's just both do it, as an example. It's like, okay. So it's like, when you start to get convoluted ideas of whose roles and responsibilities are what, it's like, well, I thought you were going to do it. And then you start getting into arguments about, well, I thought you were going to do this. You did it last time. So it's just like, these are yours. These are mine. Any day, let me know if you need help. You could say for the next 2 weeks, like, need help with this again. No problem. Need help with this again. No problem. Need help. But like, still, I'm not going to even think about it until you tell me.
Yeah. And
like,
I need to be better about that too, because I just think that you can read my mind and say that I want you to take the trash out or help clean up with dinner, and you say just.
But there's sometimes I just grab it, right? And then so it's just like, it's like on an as needed basis. So it's like, are the kids not bothering her enough to where, like, let me like clean up the stuff off the table and do all this, or should I take the kids away from her? Yeah. So it's almost like a judgment call every night for me. Like, do I just take the kids away from you because they've been annoying today, or you're cool out there with the kids are just fine, I'll just grab the plates or whatever. So it's always like, it's always a
really
judgment
does
call
depend on the day and
Yep.
how it goes and how
I just make a judgment call, and I'm just like, seems
me.
like the kids have been pretty annoying today, I'll just take them out into the other room here and just try to make them not screaming and
Yep.
whatnot.
Yep.
To be fair though, our kids really aren't screaming all the time, but when you're a parent, that's all you remember.
Yeah.
Like, you only remember the 1 hour they were being really annoying around dinner, not the 23 other hours where they were just fine, just chilling.
Yep.
Last question.
Like, all together or another level? Okay.
No, this is the last question. And I think people are going to not like my answer.
Okay.
So that kind of reveals stuff, but that's
Okay.
kind of spoilers now. But
Spoiler alert.
when it does happen, I want. How do I say this? Hold on, I gotta think. These are always weird sometimes because you're answering for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the first one to go. Like, I want to die first when it does happen. So when you're answering, you're saying whether you would want to be the one to go first or not. 3. I figured.
Didn't think I was going to cry this time.
So you said agree you would want to go first.
Yes.
I said disagree.
I'm selfish.
I said disagree. And I thought about this the other day, and there was this TikTok trend going around, and it's actually the opposite of my answer, which is why I don't think people will really like my answer if they first saw it. And this is going to sound sappy and like romantic, but I really don't mean it that way.
I was like, hold on.
Yeah,
this
no,
is being romantic.
Yeah,
okay.
no, it will be.
But it's not, you said.
Well, it's very logical from my sense, and it's a little bit more depressing than romantic, but I think it's going to sound romantic. Okay?
Okay.
I think either of us living without the other person is worse than dying. And I would rather have me go through that because I feel like I could. Like, I would be better at being depressed for the rest of my life and just sitting here alone than you would. So, like, if, like, you know, like that we just saw a video today on TikTok that was like the daughter crying and being like, I don't want daddy to be in the sky, and then the mom having to like console her while she's driving and shit like that. And then I think about like you having to do that. I would rather be the one to just hate my life. I truly think, and I don't feel like a lot of, like, I hope there's other people that have this feeling out there, but I truly think that like if either of us died, that life after would be worse.
100%.
Like it would be worse than death.
Yeah, that's where I want to go first. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Like, I really don't want you to go through that, or we just have to go at the same time.
That'd be nice.
Like the Notebook.
Like 100-ish.
Yeah.
Not in pain, like 100-ish. But you know what's always weird? That people think about like car accidents and stuff like that as like big tragedies, and they are. But like, if we got in a car accident at 100 and it was just like over and we were together, whatever.
At 100.
Like that, but like if people heard about it, they'd be like, "Oh, that's so tragic." And it's like, how is that more tragic than somebody getting cancer and slowly dying for 18 months?
Yeah.
Or watching somebody go through dementia or Alzheimer's. Like, how is, like, and I get it because it's just so sudden, you didn't have time to prepare. So it's like, oh my God, that's a tragedy. But like, man, I'm telling you, if we're like 90, had a good lives, and all of a sudden a car accident happens and we're both just gone, as long as there was no one else that got hurt.
Way to go.
As long as there was nobody else hurt during the process.
Yeah. Yeah, or we're just going on a grand adventure when we're old as hell, like skydiving, and we just have heart attacks and we die. That's way better than...
I see you have one, and I'm like... just like trying to take mine off. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really selfish of me. I'm sorry, but...
I saw it on TikTok, and it was like, ask your man or ask your significant other this question, and then based on their answer, I think you'll be able to tell. And I think they wanted to hear that they would want to go first because that is a better signal or sign of love. But I just feel like it's the opposite. Like, I wouldn't want you to have to go through like that video of her like having to console the kids while losing one of us. And I feel like even if people watch this, like, there's no way they love each other like that. Like, I feel like they genuinely don't understand. Like, I feel like there will be somebody that watches this and they're like, he just wants to live, and he's just, you know, would just move on and everything would be fine. But like,
oh, no, because I know you.
Yeah, no.
I feel really selfish now.
There's nothing wrong with being selfish. Selfish is a very good trait. It really is.
It's
just it's selective selfishness.
Yeah.
I would argue that there's just as much wrong with selflessness as there is with selfishness. Always putting everyone first is not healthy either.
No.
Always putting yourself first is not healthy either. But there's people, if you can be selective about what you're selfish about and make sure you're taken care of, to make, like, I am selfish, very selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I make sure I'm taken care of and I'm good.
Yeah.
So that way I can take the stress that you mentioned earlier, that, yep, all good.
Right.
That way I can make sure. So if it's like, if I need a minute, I'm going to take a minute. If I need to do something for me to make sure I'm good, I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's not going to be at the cost of y'all by any means, but I'll be like, hey, I need, it doesn't happen, but if like I needed to, I'd be like, hey, I need to go for a walk. I don't know. I'm going for a walk
Mm-hmm.
or something. I just would. But also at the same time, I will give everything to y'all. But also at the same time, if it came down to like, I'm dying for y'all, that's easy. That's such an easy decision.
Yeah.
I don't think I could be happier with a decision. It sounds very odd because there's this like innate human evolutionary trait that's like, don't die. You don't want to. And it's probably really the only thing I fear, but I don't really think it's a fear. So I really want to be around forever.
Yeah.
But also not
Same.
forever. It's hard to describe. Like,
I want to be functioning.
yeah, like I don't like I don't like the idea of not existing 100 years from now.
No.
I don't like the idea of our children not existing 200 years from now. It sucks. But like, you know, maybe with some medical technology,
Be forever.
yeah, I don't know.
That
Who
would
knows?
be cool.
But
yeah, hands down, I would die for kids. You.
oh yeah,
100%.
no,
Yeah, I would.
you're not. Like if there's like a fire and it's like I can get everyone out, but like I'm not coming out, like you're not coming in here. Like, I'll push you. I will.
You just wait.
Yeah, I will, you know, strike my wife for the first time to keep her out of the house that's burning down that I for some reason have to die in.
But you can push me up, but you can't get out.
So something would like there's a falling beam, support beam, and I just have to, or like a car's
Right.
coming for whatever reason, a car's just coming right at us, and I for whatever reason can't get everyone out of the way, so I just have to push everybody and then take the hit.
And then just stand there and wait for it.
Yeah,
Because that's what it seems like in the movies.
yeah, you're just like, all right, well, no. There's this like, maybe it's toxic masculinity, but there's just this like, if I were to go saving y'all, there would literally not be a better way for me to go other than with you.
It's like, is that a child? I think it's just a lot of wind.
It is. Other than going with you at 100, going for y'all to ensure your safety, couldn't like I genuinely be happy. I'd be chilling. I'd be happy.
Couldn't be happier.
I don't want to go anyway, but if I had to, I don't like it. Like it's, I think it's just wired into men's brains.
Yeah.
I genuinely think it's wired into men's brains to pursue the safety of others at the cost of your own, not for some accolade because you'll never get to enjoy it. But like, I just feel like this brings us back to like the toxic masculinity conversation in general. I don't even remember if we had it on here or if I had it on stream, but it was like, there's so many great masculine traits where there are just so many men. And that doesn't mean that some women aren't either, but it's just like, it just comes around the masculinity conversation because there's just a big stigma about masculinity in general nowadays. But I think one of the great traits about masculinity is that there's so many men that are just outright willing to throw their life or lives on the line for strangers just to ensure their safety or ensure their well-being.
Yeah.
And like, it's just something hardwired in our brains that it's just like, like when I tell you, like, I would be happy to, like, content, like, all good.
I know.
It's weird because in my brain, I'm like, why would you go if you could just make sure that you not, and then, but like, I'm just telling you, it's a weird thing in our brains.
It's just, you're just hardwired to protect. people.
You just always
in your
like
family,
you would always
like
say that you'd be like,
weaker
why
people.
why are you the one still in the store during the bomb threat? And I'm like, that's
Yeah, I'd be upset. I'm like, get your ass out of there.
yeah. Like when it's like, hey, there's like a maybe somebody in the store with like a mask on, or like somebody's threatening to bring in a gun. It's like I was always the one going.
Yeah, and I would always tell you, especially after we had Liam,
Mm-hmm.
don't be the hero.
Yeah. No, I mean, like,
Remember, you have
I'm
your
not.
family to
I
come
will
home
not
to.
run to danger. Of course, no. If they're like, there's somebody at the front of the store with a, like, I'm not running.
I'm
up,
on it.
I'm not running up there by any means. There is for sure self-preservation here. If y'all were up there,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't be silly about it. But like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just something in my brain that just says, this is what I would do. But shit, like I might do it for like Arya.
Yeah.
Bob and Nikki's kid. It doesn't even need to be mine. It's just like in my brain, I
child.
would be happy, to save
Mm-hmm.
any people I know.
Yeah.
Shit, it could be a child in Walmart. I don't care.
Yeah. It's
Anybody who would
the
need
innocent
it.
life.
Yeah, anybody who would need it. Anybody. Could just be another. Honestly, it could just be another dude who would just need the help.
You would die.
No,
and
I'd
leave
prefer
us
not
behind.
to. But I would be compelled to help, even if
I
it
know you
gave
would.
some risk. If there was like a car burning and it could blow up, and there's a guy I could help pull out, like I feel like I feel like I can't walk away from that.
What's that show that we watched with the bus? All American.
All American.
Ugh.
That
Can't
was
even think of
dumb. That was dumb. That was such bad writing. They just needed to get rid of the character. That was stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, buddy,
That's
you
what
could.
made me think
It's
of
like,
it.
buddy, you could have walked off the end of the bus. Right? That's like me, like standing in front of the truck after I push you guys out of the way. It's like, Chris, like you just can. You're athletic. Just step, buddy. But no, that puts us right around an hour ish. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We are trying to see how many times in the 52 episodes this year that we can make my wife cry.
I really thought I was gonna get through the whole thing.
Yeah, I added the last question.
You're
Who's
so
dying?
Stupid.
Yep. I added the last question. So the podcast is doing all right. It's doing at this point. Obviously, we're a few weeks ahead because we get these recorded a few weeks ahead because I'm not missing a week. And there's editing we have to do and planned like the short form content, so these are a few weeks out right now. We just passed like 10,000 views on the channel and we have like just under 100 subscribers right now. It's not doing too bad.
Nice.
I still think, like I've said in a lot of the episodes, one short or one popular short of just like a 10, 15, 30-second clip taking off is really what's going to accelerate some of this, and we won't know if that's going to happen or when that'll happen until it happens. That's what happened on my regular gaming channel. I was uploading all the shorts, all the videos, was getting 1,000 views, 1,500 views. Then one took off for like 50,000. Now every single one. Now I've gotten like, I think 2.8 million views this last year.
Nuts.
On the gaming channel. So I think that's what we'll do. If you guys enjoy the content, be sure to leave a like. The comment for this one, let us know what your favorite agree or disagree was, which specific one. And if you liked or disliked, there was like 2 or 3 that I was like, I think people will give me shit for like 2 or 3 of these answers. Like, I think somebody's going to be like, this is just typical man bullshit. There's no way he probably cheats right now.
When you're home 24/7.
Yeah, when I'm home 24/7 on stream.
Sneaking them in
I'm
that
on-
20
I'm on-
minutes where I'm upstairs going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm on chat things, or I secretly downloaded OnlyFans and subscribed to people's things or something.
How dare you?
That's just so weird. I feel like that's just got to be back to the lack of intimacy life, right? Like,
Yeah.
like why would I
don't
want to
know.
look at somebody on the phone when? But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. It's like a notification thing for any of like our parents who don't know how technology works. It's like a bell. It tells you
Ring
when
the
I'm live.
bell.
Or I mean, at this point, it's every Thursday at 1. So next week we're going to be talking about, I have no idea. Sometimes I don't figure this out until like 3 hours before we're recording. Just come up with cool ideas. I try and see what other podcasters are doing that people like. If you happen to watch this video and you're like, yo, we did that same video like last year. Yo, my bad. But seemed like a cool video. So we shamelessly take from things we think are good, which means we probably thought your video was good.
Yeah, take it as a compliment.
Yep. Imitation, flattery, some statement like that. But
yeah.
like, comment, and subscribe. All the other things YouTubers that are successful say to do, and we will see you guys next episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.